Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. Well, this is week 4 of phase 4. Final opportunity, of course, for the players to qualify for next week's Champions Week. Well, the action got underway bright and early on Tuesday morning with Group A, and it was the player on debut who made some noise, winning 9 out of 10 matches. Let's take a quick look at how that table finished. Girvan getting the job done. He's straight through to Saturday night's final. Nathan Girvin in second and Thibault Tricole both in action tonight, finishing in second and third spot, meaning that they went into tonight's Group B, which has 5 players in it, with 3 to come through. Ariane Consuman, Conor Heenahan and Davy Prouston went into Group C. And, well, what a turnaround for Conor Heenahan on Wednesday morning, winning just 1 match all day. Returned today and really shook the group up. Let's have a quick look at that table. There we go. And it was Conor Heenahan who went through the card, as did Jan van Veen yesterday, winning 5 out of 5 and at times absolutely unplayable, hitting a record 15 180s today. In fact, there was 39 180s today in total in Group C. So it is Conor out in front, Ariane Consuman in second place, just dropping the 1 match to Conor Heenahan. Davy Prouston right in the mix, a much better day for him. Kai Van Lung in fourth, and Scott Walters defeating Rhys Hayden in our final match of the day to pick up his only win, which is a bit of a shock. Remember, it's the top 2 that will qualify from the morning Group C, and it's the top 3 from tonight's group. And we start off with the favourite to win Group B, and it is Chaz Barstow. He's up against ruthless James Richardson. These two know each other very, very well in the live league. This is Chaz Barstow, 43 from Winchester. Uses a 25-gram Harrows dart. These two have played multiple times on the live league, only once away from the live league, and that was on the Challenge Tour in 2020 in the last 32, and it was Richardson who won that match. It was an absolute cracker. Richardson winning 5-1. Barstow in defeat, averaging 95. Richardson with 108 average. Well,
first
in
leg,
the live
Chaz
league,
to throw first. Game on.
this is their 10th meeting. All the matches, as always, best of 7, first to 4, 2 points for a win.
83.
Their opening 4 meetings, James Richardson won them all 4-2. The next 3 went to Barstow 4-2, 4-2, 4-3.
100.
Richardson then won their penultimate meeting 4-3. And then back in phase 1, Barstow getting some
57.
revenge, winning 4-2. So it's 5-4 in the head-to-head to Richardson. Barstow here was
140.
the 8-13 favourite for the match, and he is 13-8 to win Group B.
85. 140.
140 against the darts from Richardson. He's got control of leg 1 at this stage.
80. James, you require 121. 62.
Both players have very, very tidy all-time live league stats. Charles Barstow
121.
has
James, you
played
require 59.
1,017 legs in the live league, has a running average of 91.4 and a high of 111.33.
James shot on the first leg.
As James Richardson steps in and gets the breaker throw. A very lively start from the man from Northampton, a 14 darter.
Second leg, it's James to throw first. Game on.
James
60.
Richardson has a live league running average of just over 90, 90.1. He has a high of 111.33.
100.
616 180s between them.
95.
Both have had plenty of success here, of course, at the live league. We are reaching the nitty-gritty of this phase 4. There's only
59.
3 spots available for next week's Champions Week. We already have 9 players qualified. Former winner Robert Owen, he's in there. Gavin Carling, Robert
60.
Thornton, Conan Whitehead, great to see him back playing. Josh Payne, David Pallett, Graham Usher, Matthew Edgar and Andy Jenkins. Matthew Edgar actually
174.
taking a place in the comms box this weekend at the World Seniors Match Play. Good luck to him.
125.
Take to it like a duck to water. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful setup shot.
128.
Leaves tops.
James, you require 161.
Barring a 161. We've had a 164 and a 167 this week.
130.
From a player
James, you
we're going to
require
see next
40.
up, Nathan Girvin.
Game shot on the second leg.
Barstow betters
Barstow.
the 14 dart breaker throw in leg 1 with a 13 dart breaker throw in leg 2, and we're back on throw.
Third leg, it's Chaz to throw first. Game on.
An indication of the start both players have made to this evening's action. Charles Barstow giving himself a
78.
telling off there after that first start. Both players have a very, very high ceiling, of course.
140.
They've produced some magical numbers here at the Live League and some magical moments.
180.
A bit like that. I'm amazed we had to wait this long for our first max.
140.
Be like buses.
59. 100.
James Richardson splitting his time between the Challenge Tour and the WDF Tour.
136. James, you require 121. 39. James, you require 48.
Semi-finals of the recent Welsh Open.
Game shot on the
Going
third
down
leg.
to the very
Barstow.
impressive 15-year-old Luke Littler. As James Barstow gives us our first hold of throw of the match.
Fourth
And
leg is
that
James to
was
throw first. Game
Another
on.
14 darter. Lakeside, he
81.
defeated Sebastian Stair 2-1 and then went down 3-2 to Scott Marsh.
80.
On the Challenge Tour, he's won 10 of 15 matches he's played this season, averaging just shy of 85. Q score, very similar, averaged around 85. And
180.
I find that quite surprising with the averages he's produced here at the Live League.
58.
He's a much better player than that, that's for sure. Looking to hit straight back.
60.
James Barstow currently in 50th position on the Challenge Tour this year. He's won 14 of 24 matches.
140.
Running average of 88.34. Had a disappointing Q score, but
83.
that can happen. Played in the World Championship, of course, this year. James Barstow defeated John Norman Jr. with
89.
a 93 average, 3
James
sets to
require
1 in the prelim.
97.
before giving Michael van Gerwen a bit of a scare in round one. On the opening set, of course. Before going down
39.
3 sets to 1.
Charge you require 134.
This year, James Richardson has had wins over the current WDF World Champion.
94.
Barstow tries a real
James require
showbiz shot
58.
there. 54 tops. Found the first tops. Can Richardson find tops
38.
for 2-2? Well, here's an opportunity
Charge
for
you
Barstow.
require 40.
This will settle him down.
Game shot on
There
the
he
fourth
goes.
leg. Chaz Barstow.
Very, very tidy indeed. Barstow winning legs of 13, 14 and 16 and now 3 on the spin. Has the darts to win it 4-1.
Fifth leg, it's Chaz to throw first. Game on.
10 matches to bring you this evening, including this one.
42.
All the players will play each other. 4 matches for each player.
100.
Top 3, of course, progress in this Group B. Is he going to find a second max? He certainly is.
180.
And he does have a very easy on the eye action. James
140.
Richardson, much more deliberate, much more aggressive.
$84.
I thought he was going to stay down myself, but opted to go back up.
100.
James Richardson grafting hard.
$58. James
I would have
require
preferred the start on
161.
the 19s there on 195. 5 19s would have left a straight ton. The full house
57.
of 19s, 9 19s would have
Judge
left
require
24, of course.
137.
Trouble 19, tops. Single 18.
97. James, you require 104.
To stay in the contest. Double 16 has to go.
72. Chaz, you require 40.
Just 1 from 4 on the doubles for James Richardson.
Game shot and the match.
Chaz Barstow
Chaz Barstow
gets it done with the longest leg of the match, but it is a 4-1 win and 2 points and +3 on the table. Averages 95.92 against 94.86. 3 180s in the match, 7 140s. Very tidy finishing from Barstow. And he's made almost the perfect start, dropping just 1 leg. Right, when we come back, it's Scotland versus France. Nathan Girvin taking on Thibault Tricole. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you live on Sporty Stuff TV. This is Group B. Up next it is Nathan Girvin against Thibault Tricole. A little bit of history between these two, of course. Both players coming through Group A on Tuesday and Wednesday. One apiece in that group, and then they played in Phase 1 back in February, and it was one apiece there. Their first meeting, Tricole won 4-3, and then the very next day, Nathan Girvin getting some revenge, 4-2, and then Nathan won on Tuesday 4-3, and Thibault Tricole defeated Nathan on Wednesday 4-1. Hard to ignore the form of Nathan Girvin in recent weeks. Well, this year really, he's been outstanding. Remember, he came into the fold in Phase 3, Week 4. Dominated that week, winning Group A, and then coming through in some style on finals night. So following week, played in Champions Week, and reached the finals on the Saturday night, but just didn't go his way. The results didn't go in his favour. He played very, very well, averaged close to 100. But in recent weeks, been on the reserve list due to his position on the development tour, currently in 7th position and 21st position on the challenge tour. He played Adrian Lewis, averaged in excess of 100 against him, hit a 9-darter. Ended up losing 6-4, and then he went off to Germany on the reserve list again. Made a last 32, going down narrowly to Stephen Bunting. Actually went down 6-5. Had wins over Ross Smith, Jules Van Dongen. He is playing some very tidy darts and played very tidy over that group on Tuesday and Wednesday. He won on Tuesday, winning 4 out of 5, and he's made a good start here against Thibault Tricole, winning the opening leg in 17 darts.
Second leg, it's Thibault to throw first.
Apologies for the loss of sound from our referee, Josh Clough. All sorted now.
100.
4-7, Nathan to win this one. 5-4 about Thibault Tricole. Thibault Tricole, of course, made the final
60.
of the WDF World Championship a month or so ago, going down to Neil Duff in the final.
100.
Also reached the
57.
semi-final of this year's Dutch Open, always a tough tournament, the biggest open in World Darts, going down to eventual winner Jelle Klassen 2-1.
85.
Did win the pairs with Andy Baitens, beating Barry Copeland and Neil Duff in the
100.
final.
100.
Lost to Zoran Lurchbacher in the European Tour in Graz this year.
138. Thibault, you require 116.
7 after Tricole left 56 after 9 to win it.
76. Nathan, you require 146.
87.63 en route to the final of that WDF Worlds. On the Challenge Tour this year, after 10 events, he's averaging 87.49, so that's sort of around about his
40.
level.
Game shot on the second leg. Thibault Tricole
Responds well after losing the opening leg and holds in 16 darts in leg 2.
Third leg, it's Nathan to throw first. Game on. $140.
Got a lovely tempo to his action this evening. Nathan Girvin very controlled. Looks nice and smooth, all measured.
140.
Tricole throw, a little bit more erratic. Nathan, very much an aimer.
180.
And that's our first max of the match. Tricole,
85.
more of a feel player. Just got to watch that short backswing sometimes.
60.
Can end up with a bit of a stabby type style.
137. Nathan, you require 121.
Nathan still the big favourite to win this leg. He chased the treble. Don't mind that with the opponent on 139.
89.
Leaves
Thibault, you require
32
139.
after 12. Despite a monster finish, bull double 16, 42 for tops. Went for the 42 correctly.
93.
The bigger target.
Nathan, you
Twice
require
the size
32.
of the bullseye.
Game shot on the third leg. Nathan
Round
Girvan.
total, and the finishing is good so far from Girvin. 2 from 4. Leads 2-1.
Fourth leg, it's Thibault to throw first. Game on. 60. 57. 58.
Chance here for Nathan to get a break of throw. Doesn't need the break to win the match.
140.
Don't get paid overtime. Well, I don't anyway.
60.
Only 60. So he's stolen the darts. Can he build on that 19-point lead?
100. 100.
Nathan averaging 95 right now. We're well into the fourth leg. Tricole 87.22.
56.
He's given Tricole an opportunity to get back in the leg with a two-treble visit. He's got a switch.
59.
Doesn't
Nathan,
find
you
a
require
treble.
148.
No damage done. He's taken this out already this week. The 148, double 14.
120.
Sid would say.
Thibault, you
on the
require
wire.
164. 68. Nathan, you require 28. Game shot on the fourth leg. Nathan Girvan.
Break a throw for Nathan Girvin, and he leads 3-1. Has the darts to win it 4-1. Is he going to replicate what Chaz Barstow did against James Richardson
Fifth
in
leg,
match
it's
number
Nathan
1
to throw
tonight?
first. Game on.
Yeah, Nathan Girvin winning 7 of his 10 matches in Group A, averaged 91.97 over the 10 matches played. Hit 11 180s, 5 ton plus finishes, including a 167, 4 12 darters. As he kicks off this leg with a 177, and he's finishing 38.2%. Tricole won 5 from 10, and a running average of 85.53.
96.
So 6 and a bit points adrift of where Nathan Girvin was. Had a high of 100.09, had 3 180s
177.
and 3 ton plus outs. That's a great response in the leg.
46.
Both players hitting 177s, but that's a slip.
119.
Not sure what the real benefit would have been.
140.
Well, that's a
Thibault,
great
you require
140, 42 after
147.
12. That leaves 90. Needed to 54 for 36. 72 remaining. 48 for 24.
91.
So 10 double 16.
Nathan, you require 42.
This doubling's been good.
Game shot and the match.
That
Nathan
continues
Girvan.
with a beautiful 15 dart holder throw, winning legs of 17, 13, 17 and 15, an average of 94.09, and he looked very, very comfortable in doing so. Good finishing, 4 from 9, 5 on 40s, just the 1-180 and that 1-7-7, of course, which Thibault Tricole matched in the leg. Right, up next, our final player of the 5 involved, Mike Gillet, and he's up against Chaz Barstow, who's already got 1 win under his belt. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for match number 3 of 10. We're bringing you in the opening session of Group B, and it's Mike Gillet up against Charles Barstow. Charles Barstow getting off to a winning start tonight. Played in match number 1, but here is Mike Gillet, 38, originally from Porthcawl. Welsh international, uses a 24-gram quantum dart. For the second time tonight, Charles Barstow, 43 from Winchester, 25-gram Harrows dart. As mentioned, reached the last 64 of this year's World Championships, going down 3-1 to Michael van Gerwen after winning the opening set. And Chaz winning the opening match tonight against James Richardson 4-1. With a 95-92, 2 180s, 4 out of 7 on the doubles. Gillet with the darts, he's 6-5. Barstow 8-13. They have met 4 times on the live league.
83.
They met twice in 2021 and twice this year.
180.
Barstow winning 3 of their 4 meetings. The one he lost, they both averaged just over 98. Barstow lost 4-1, but it was only 1 out of 6 on the doubles. Gillet was 4 out of 5, so that shows you where his level is at, Mike Gillet. Look at this. Hello.
180.
Back to back. We're on the 9.
57. Charge you require 141.
Not this time. Yeah, all-time live league stats. Gillet playing his
100.
93rd match here at the live league. Has a running average of 85.72, a high of 100.46.
59. Charge you require 41.
Tops for an 11. 10s for a 12.
Game shot on the first leg. Charles Barstow.
He is 4 legs without reply. He lost the, make it 5 legs without reply. Lost the opening leg to James Richardson before
Second
reeling
leg,
off
Chaz
4 on the spin.
Game on.
And that 12 darter makes it 5
60.
on the spin. His run of legs now. 13, 14, 16, 18, 12.
82. 58.
Following this match, James Richardson against Nathan Girvin. Looking forward to that one.
100.
It's a very tidy field of players tonight. 2 winners so far, both averaging over 94.
85.
Mike Gillett
41.
did play in Q School this year. He did play very well, in fact. Finished 32nd, winning 11 of 17 matches, averaged 85.71 across the board.
100.
Has been playing some WDF events, not playing on the Challenge Tour. Lost in the round of 32, 4-1 to Jim McEwen in the Scottish. Last 64 in Denmark. Last 32 in the Swiss. Lost to Martin Turner. No shame in that one.
134.
And the Helvetia Open. And lost in the round of 32 again. 4-0 to Andy Beatons.
60. Charge you require 64.
Barstow to take control of the match. 8-8. He was walking. I'd give you it. If I didn't have my glasses
56. Mike, you require 160.
2 treble 20s and tops. Wow. Such an advantage, of course, for Barstow.
85.
Having already
Charge you
played
require 8.
one match. That's the feel.
4.
He's already shaken
Mike
off some
75.
early nerves, but this is a disappointing leg from Barstow. He should have put this away 6 darts ago. Is he going to get punished? He can't look. He's that type of player that just hangs in there, Gillet, and then all of a sudden will produce a run of legs. And
on the
there you
second
go,
leg.
a perfect example.
Gillet.
Barstow getting his pocket picked. He holds his hand up, but only one person to play. Barstow there.
Third leg, it's Mike to throw
Started
first.
so brightly
Game
with
on.
back-to-back 180s and a 12-dart break of throw, and that was a 21-dart break for Gillett. Hence the
60.
huge void in the averages, nearly 20 points.
$100. 100.
Mike Gillett leads you into a bit of a false sense of security.
134. 180.
He's played 92 matches prior to this one in the live league. 151, lost 41.
180.
As they trade
Mike
180s in leg 3.
$137. Charge you require 87.
It's a perfect example. What I was just saying, from nowhere, 180 followed
Game
by
shot on the third
137 to
leg.
leave 24.
Chaz
But that was
Barstow.
clinical from Barstow. Picks off the treble 17, hits the double 18, 5 perfect darts at the end of the leg. That'll make him feel a whole lot better.
Fourth leg, it's Chaz to throw first. Game on.
Memories of that second leg firmly dispelled with that 11-dart break of throw.
58.
Charles Barstow has played
85.
179 matches, including the opening match tonight. He's won 105, lost 74.
134.
Mike Gillett, a player I wouldn't like to get
100.
into a match and get embroiled. He wins a lot of those
59.
types of games. You've got to just put him away. Easier said than done. Hence the winning strike rate here at the live league.
140. 93.
Big last start. 3 rakes a throw in the match. Are we going to get our first hold?
60.
Can
Does
Barstow
require
to get the 157, 60-57 tops.
$83. Mikey require
Lazy last
116.
one. Gillet going for the 19s. 4 of them. Single and a treble leaves tops. Should be treble 18.
56. Charge
Can't afford to get
requires
that wrong.
74.
I think he's a maths teacher, isn't he? Tops for Barstow.
34. Mikey requires 60. Game shot on the 4 flag. Mike Gillet.
Gillet steps in, picks his pocket for a level game.
Fifth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Charles Barstow still just over 10 points ahead in the average. But the stats that really matter is the ones
95.
on the outer wire. Mike Gillett 2 from 4 on the doubles. Charles Barstow 2 from 9.
58.
In his winning legs, he missed 1 dart at a
82.
double in leg 1 and went out in 12. 87 in 2 in leg 3. The other 6 darts at doubles have come in legs 2 and legs 4. Could have won this one. Full zip.
58. 58.
Now he's in danger of going behind 3-2. He can't believe it, becoming frustrated. And that will add to that
85.
frustration. A wild dart nowhere near, and the second one finds the red bit. It's got to be a 140 minimum.
180.
It's his fourth 180 of this match, and it's 2-2. Go figure.
$30. Charge require 145. $60. Mikey require 151.
Not one of those found there. Look at the expression on his face. 74 remaining. Treble 14 is the shot.
91. Charge require 85.
Treble 15 for tops. There's the treble 15.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
Oh,
Chaz Barstow.
clinical in the end there. And again, like the 87 done in 2, the 85 done in 2 for a 5th break of throw in the match. Can he
6
hold?
legs. Chaz to throw first. Game
win
on.
this contest and make it 2 from 2.
$42. $45.
He's got to punish that. Just trying to compose himself.
$57.
6 darts thrown. And not a treble in sight. 99 scored in 6.
$97. $125.
It's definitely a case of you've just got to play the board. As I've said many times over the 15 years of
96.
covering darts on television and radio, etc., it is easier said than done.
$125. 60. Charge you require
He has gone that
152.
way. Maybe he's not a maths teacher and I got that wrong.
$92.
So Barstow will come back at 60 to get the job done 4-2 and make it 2 from 2.
137.
Good
Charge
pressure
you require
from Gillet
60.
just in case. Has to move, makes it more awkward.
20.
Clips the wire. And again,
Mikey requires
when he's
66.
had the throw is when he's missed darts at doubles. He's now missed 9, and 8 of them have been when he's against the throw.
Game shot on the 6th leg. Mike Gillett.
Well, it's 3-3, 6 legs played. Barstow should have won all of them, but it is Gillet with the darts.
7th and final leg. It's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Winning legs for Chaz in this one, 12, 11, 17. Winning legs for Mike, 21, 18, 18. This shouldn't even be a contest.
100. 83. 41. 60.
Would be, of course, incredibly unusual to have a 7-leg match where every leg was a breaker throw. I can't recall it happening too often here at the Live League.
59. 93.
Not really enough.
$26.
Well then, now Barstow has the darts in this 7th leg. Should start on 19s. A treble leaves 170.
57.
He's very much playing the player and not the board.
$55.
Had 4 180s in the match. Would love a 5th to leave double 14. That's not going to happen. Just needs a treble at this stage.
93.
Gets one eventually to leave 115. Be interesting to see how he goes for the 115.
58.
Plenty of
Charge
options
require
here.
115.
Old school option.
77.
Really gets it. Again, Gillet is going to put him right under it.
$130. Charge require 38. Game shot and the match.
Oh,
Chaz Barstow.
in the end does make it 7 consecutive breaks a throw and gets the win 4-3, an average of 88.53 with 10 missed darts at a double, just 28.5% on the outer ring, and he does make it 2 from 2. When we come back, might be a much quicker game this one. Richardson against Girvin. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League. Up next, match number 4. We're rattling through them tonight, and it's James Richardson against Nathan Girvin. These two playing their first match against each other in the Live League. Here is Nathan, 19, from Arbroath. Famous for the Smokies, of course. This is James Richardson, 48, from Rushton. 25-gram Q-Sol dart, and a man nicknamed Ruthless. When he's at his best, he is relentless.
First leg, it's James to throw first. Game on.
That wonderful win, of course, in the World Champs against Raymond van Barneveld a few years ago now.
180.
The bookies made them 5 to 6 each of 2. This one is a coin flip.
100.
James Richardson, of course, father of Josh, another Live League regular. In fact, those of
40.
you who are regular viewers remember the 9-darter from James was in the deciding leg against his son Josh.
100.
Josh himself didn't do a lot wrong in that leg. Well, I did say the 7 breaks of throw was a bit of a rarity. Checking over the stats, we've had over 5,000 matches here now at the Live League. That was just the 9th time that we've had 7 breaks of throw.
140.
Nathan Girvin sticking
60.
to
Nathan, you
Richardson's
require
coattails in this leg.
161.
There you go, ball. Yeah,
130.
Leaves 31.
James, you require 124.
25. Would have left 56, of course, which would have
99.
He would have got 2 darts at a double.
Nathan, you require
Even
31.
hitting the ball, it means he's still going to get 2.
Game shot on the first leg. Nathan
16
Girvan.
for a very tidy 14-dart breaker throw, despite the big scoring from ruthless James Richardson.
Second leg, it's Nathan to throw first. Game on. $100. 123.
James Richardson has a high in the Live League of 111.33.
100.
Nathan Girvin with a high of 105.3.
140.
What a response this is. 1, 2, 3, followed by 140.
100. 140.
In fact, Josh Richardson was just edged out by Robert Thornton
121. James,
in
require
week 1 of
98.
phase 4 for the 3rd and 4th place playoff. Nathan Girvin's finishing is going to have to be on point once again.
82. Nathan, you require
Means
80.
80. He's going to have to go all the way. He's going to stay right. He is. He's going to pick that right and doesn't like it. It's only a very small target area.
Game shot on
And
the
that
second
was
leg. Nathan Girvan.
That small target area available, and what a dart that was. He did produce many darts like that in Group A with the smallest of adjustments, finding the
Third
open
leg,
bed.
it's James to throw first. Game on.
That's a sign of a player who is in fine form and playing with a lot of
100.
confidence. Has been winning a lot of tournaments, a lot of opens around the country.
180.
And you can see why.
$140.
2-0 down, and he's averaging 109.
180.
James has hit one. Nathan Girvin in phase 3 wired double 12 for one, and as I mentioned, a couple of weeks later, hit one.
Nathan, you require 141.
Adrian Lewis. Oh, just misses the 60.
57. James, you require 121.
This would hurt. Trouble 17 and ball.
62.
And again,
Nathan, you require
watching
84.
for the ball, leaving a 2-dart finish. 14 and ball. He's hit everything else. Can he hit the button?
Game shot on the third leg.
Wowzers.
Nathan Girvan.
This is super stuff from Nathan. Just 41 darts used to win the opening 3 legs.
Fourth leg, it's Nathan to throw first. Game on.
Won his opener against Tricole 4-1.
134.
With a 94.09 right now, he's averaging 111.61.
140.
Nathan, that is ruthless and relentless.
58.
With Richardson in this form, the job's not done yet.
140. 57.
He's in again.
140.
3 140s in the leg at 3-0 down. James Richardson oozing absolute quality
60.
here.
James, you require 81.
Well, the match has been littered with absolute quality, hasn't it?
75.
Nathan Girvin, 3 out of 3 on the doubles.
180.
Well,
James, you
just in
require
case.
6. Game shot on the fourth leg.
And
James
opts
Richardson.
for the 2-2, and despite the 180, wasn't enough to rattle Richardson as he gets one back, and it's a breaker throw in
Fifth
14.
leg is James to throw first. Game on. $140.
That's an 8th 140.
$28.
This continuous barrage of big scores has just got
100.
Nathan a little rattled here. Has to regroup. Use this leg almost in preparation for the next leg
57.
where he has the darts. Just use it to get a bit of composure, reset the mind,
96.
reset the arm.
$128. 95. 180. James, you require 70.
Maybe too late.
Game shot on the fifth leg. James
It is too
Richardson.
late as James Richardson holds in 15. Nathan was ready to pounce. He had 180 at the end of leg 4, and he's hit one at the end of leg 5. Can he start
Sixth leg. It's Nathan to throw
leg
first.
6
Game
with
on.
a max?
81.
106 average, plays 104.
83.
Can't remember too many visits in the scoring phase where we've not seen a treble 20 as Nathan Girvin makes it 5 180s. 6 in the match, 1 to Richardson.
140.
That's a 9th 140. Oh, this is beautiful to watch.
180.
Back-to-back 180s for the second time, and that's a 6th 180.
121. Nathan, you require 60. 40. James, you require 157.
Will that be costly? Oh, I was going to say he's in the mood for something like this.
99. Nathan, you require 20. 15.
Well,
James, you require
match
58.
darts. He'd have hit it with his first match dart. He'd have had an average of 110. Double 10. Fancy this.
48.
Ooh.
Nathan, you require 5.
There's the 1.
Game shot
There's the
and the
double
match.
2.
Nathan Girvan.
17 darter to get over the line, but he played with fire. Look at the averages. Both players over 101. 104.67 for Richardson. 101.86, mainly down to those missed doubles. As I said, if he hit tops first dart, he would have had an average of 110. 44% on the doubles in the end. A really, really enjoyable game. I could have watched an hour of that. Never mind commentated on it. Right, when we come back, it is Thibault Tricole against Mike Gillett. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League. Up next it is Thibault Tricole against Mike Gillet. Well, this group had the potential, especially with the inclusion of Thibault Tricole and Nathan Girvin, to be a bit of a cracker. Well, it hasn't disappointed. We've had winning average of 95.92. A losing average of 94.86 there for Richardson, a 94.09 from Nathan, an 89 from Thibault, and we have an 88 winning average from Barstow, and then we've just had a losing average from Richardson of 104.67, Nathan Girvin 101.86 with 6 180s, which is only the 7th time that's been done in live league history.
First leg, it's Thibault to throw first. Game on.
It was actually done by the Welshman, already qualified and former Champions Week winner, Robert Owen. He did it in week 1, where he qualified for next week's Champions Week.
Sixth day. Sixth day. $180.
Early max for Mike Gillet. Not the most prolific 180 hitter in the live league statistically.
$100.
That's our 17th 180 already tonight, and we're only just starting match 5 of 10.
100. Mikey require 161. $65. $100. Mikey require 96.
Will be of no surprise, no previous between these two.
Game shot on the first leg. Mike Gillet.
Mike Gillet finding the double 8 for a very clean 96 checkout and a 15 dart break of throw.
Second leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Huge game coming up next, of course. Chaz Barstow against Nathan Girvan. Both players unbeaten so far. Nathan on 4 points plus 5. Chaz on 4 points plus 4.
180.
One of these two are going to pick up their first win this evening.
140.
This match will complete the second phase of matches. When this one is done, all the players have 2 more to play.
43.
Don't forget, we've got the conclusion of Group C tomorrow morning, 9:30 AM on Sporty Stuff TV.
140.
Henan 2 points clear at the top of the table after winning 5 from 5 today.
38.
Joining us on social media.
Require 136.
Whether it be Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Darts Live League, all one word. Wherever you're watching around the world via YouTube, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Helps with the analytics. We appreciate that. And don't
96.
forget to hit that alert bell, and we'll send you a notification every time we go live with not just the Live League, of course, plenty of other content on the Online Darts YouTube channel.
100. Mikey require 40.
Interviews, reviews, and news.
Game shot on the second leg. Mike Gillet.
The 13 dart holder throw doubles his lead. He's averaging 107.36 right now.
Third leg, it's Thibault to throw
Just
first.
28
Game on.
darts used to win the opening 2 legs.
100.
He's on target for a PB in the live league, his highest ever average, 100.46.
100. 100. 95. 123. 58. 94. 60. Thibault, you require 84.
Doesn't need to go 14 ball with Gillet on
52.
188.
100. Thibault, you require 32.
It's double four.
28. Mike, you require 88.
2 from 2 on the doubles so far in this match. Can he make it 3 out of 3? May have to hit the ball to do so if he misses the treble 20. 18 for ball. That leaves double 7. Composes himself. Is it going to be 3 from 3?
74. Thibault, you require 4. No score.
Gillett gets
Mike,
another
you require
opportunity
14.
to make it 3-0, if not 3 out of 3 on the doubles. Can he make it 3 out of 4?
Game shot on the third
Certainly
leg.
can.
Mike Gillet.
Finds the double 14 for a 19 dart, and that's a double break of throw. He has the darts to win it 4-0.
Fourth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
His average took a bit of a battering in that leg. Still averaging 96 to Thibault Tricole's 78.94.
100. 100. 100. 140.
Gillet closing on his first win of the night.
140. 105. Thibault, you require 161. 65. Mike, you require 96. Game shot and the match. Mike Gillet.
The clinical finishing continues as Mike Gillett makes it 4-0 with an average of 96.97, 1/180, 3/140s, 66.67% on the doubles, 4 from 6, and he picks up his first win. Right, when we come back, it will be that match I've been looking forward to, Chaz Barstow against Nathan Girvin. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you live on Sporty Stuff TV. Well, we're at the halfway stage. Up next, match number 6 of 10, and it is Chaz Barstow against Nathan Girvin. Both players look to be in outstanding form. Confirmation after all the players have completed 2 of their 4 matches. And it is Nathan out on top. Can he stay on top? Well, he's going to have to beat this man to do so. Nathan Girvin, who produced that 101.86 average in match number 4 against James Richardson,
First
who
leg, it's
averaged
Chaz to throw first. Game on.
104.67 in defeat. That was the 10th highest losing average in live league history. Incredible to think that there's 9 averages higher and they've all lost, but at times that's the nature of the beast here at the live league.
140.
They're an 8-11 favourite, Chaz, for this one. Even money about Nathan.
140.
They do have some previous, and not just here at the live league.
134.
They did meet in Champions Week in Phase 3 this year. Barstow winning their first meeting with a 100.2 average, 4-0.
97.
4 out of 6 on the doubles. Nathan reduced to just 2 darts to the double in that match, but Nathan got revenge.
180.
The very next day, winning 4-3 as Nathan slots in yet another max. He has been
121.
firing them in tonight.
Nathan
That's his
require
8th.
47.
More importantly, sets up the opportunity for a break of throw.
Game
and
shot on
he
the
gets
first
it.
leg. Nathan Girvan.
Opens the match with a 12-dart breaker throw to get this one underway, including that wonderful 180.
Second leg, it's Nathan to throw first. Game on.
They've also played on the Challenge Tour this year. Nathan, of course, a winner on the Challenge Tour this year. Another example of the form he is showing
100.
in 2022. He defeated Charles Barstow 5-3. Nathan then went on to beat Scott
140.
Taylor, Graham Usher. Eventually lost to Scott Marsh in the semi-finals.
97. 140. 134.
Back-to-back 140s for Chaz as he strives to break back. But Nathan's left the 170. He's had a 167 this week.
91. Nathan, you
He's had
require
a 170 before in the live league. Not going to get it this time. True Trouble 19s would have left 36.
46. Chaz, you require 130.
That visit will frustrate him. Trouble 20 and ball. It's awkward. Finds the trouble. How's he got round that one? Wants the button. Gets
Game
it.
shot on the second leg. Chaz Barstow.
Well, it was a 12-dart breaker throw from Nath in leg 1. It's a 12-dart break back by Chaz in leg 2.
Third leg, it's Chaz to throw first. Game on. $140. 180. 85.
What a start these two have made to the match.
140. 140. 121. Chaz, you require 136.
Continues to improve at the rate he has shown this year.
96.
Be
Nathan, you require
serious
60.
Contender for Challenge Tour titles. And of course, getting his tour card in 2023.
Game shot on the third leg. Nathan Girvan.
Third consecutive 12-dart leg in the match, and they've all been breaks of throw.
Fourth leg, it's Nathan to throw first. Game on.
12, 12, and 12.
85. 58. 60. 59.
Not been punished. So reset, regroup, get back in the groove. Exactly what he's doing.
140.
A bit of a flick on the vinyl dart there, which prevented it from following the previous two.
58.
And again, a troublous visit from Barstow. He's feeling the pressure.
125.
It's the end of the run of 12 darters, but there's a possibility for a 14.
60. Nathan, you require 91. 51.
He does have a maturity to his game in those situations.
49. Nathan, you
He
require
can contemplate
40.
the ball or a double-double shot. And this is the reward, double 10.
20. 137. Nathan, you require 20.
Barstow asking the question.
Game shot on the 4th flag.
Girvin
Nathan
has
Girvan.
the answer, and it's our first hold of throw in the match, a 19 darter. It matters not. Nathan Girvin leads 3-1.
5th leg, it's Chaz to throw first. Game on.
Can he get the job done in leg 5? Average is still
140.
the highest quality, despite the long leg in leg 4.
140.
Combined, just 36 darts to win the opening 3 legs between them.
59.
Remember being up in Scotland when the
140.
what is now the Pro Tour events were best of 9. Remember stood behind
57.
Adrian Lewis, watching on with Wayne Mardo. Watching 80, reel off 5 12 dart legs to win 5-0.
180.
We looked at each other at the same time and said, what's the point? Might as well throw our darts in the bin.
140. Nathan, you
We
require
would have probably
41.
missed for an 11 darter.
Game shot
Staggering.
and the match.
Absolutely
Nathan Girvan.
staggering from Nathan Girvin, winning 4-1, winning legs 12-12, 19 and 11, and beats his personal best by some margin, 108.23. Another 100 plus average in defeat, this time for James Barstow. 4 out of 9 on the doubles, 3 180s and 5 140s, and he goes top of the table. Right, when we return, follow that, lads. James Richardson against Thibault Tricole. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League. Up next, match number 7 on the opening night of Group B. And it is James Richardson against Thibault Tricole. A stunning average, seeing Nathan Girvin make it 3 out of 3 and moving on to 6 points plus 8. Average of 108.23. Well, it's the highest average of the week, but only the 4th highest average of this Phase 4. That's the standard in the Live League. A chance for Richardson or Tricole to get off the mark in this one.
First leg, it's James to throw first. Game on.
The average for the night so far, incredibly, exactly 94. And James Richardson has contributed to that massively. His running average for the night is well over 94. In fact, it's close to 100.
140.
And he's yet to pick up a point. Tricole went down 4-1 to Nathan in match number 2 tonight. Averaged 89.22. Richardson went down 4-1 in match 1 with a 94.86. And Richardson lost 4-2 to Nathan, averaging 104.67. And Tricole went down 4-0 to Gillet, averaging 83.4.
100.
8-13 Richardson. Tricole 6-5.
137.
O's got to go. In a negative way, of course. Both are on 0 points.
131.
Richardson tops after 12 on throw.
96. James, you require 40. Game shot on the first leg. James Richardson
finds the tops and does move into the lead 1-0 with a 14 darter.
Second leg, it's Thibault to throw first. Game on. $140.
Couple of meetings between these two. Going back as
125.
far as 2020. And James Richardson
121.
First meeting, 6-3 with a 92.02 average. And then they played this year in Challenge Tour 1 in the last 16. Richardson winning 5-1. Richardson lost his next match to Jim McEwen, 5-1.
100. 140. Thibault, you require 140. $42. James, you require 136. $100.
Perfect
Thibault,
approach
you require
play.
98.
If you're not going to take it out, leave a double. Double 19.
Game shot on the second leg. Thibault Tricole.
14 dart hold from Richardson is matched by Thibault Tricole. A 14 dart hold in leg 2.
Third leg, it's James to throw first. Game on.
The big averages continue.
140. $60.
Amazed he's not run for cover.
60.
It was a horrible opening dart. It was blocking out at least half of the treble 20 bed, if not more.
121.
As I always say, their line of sight is slightly different to ours.
140. 100. James, you require 161. 105.
Leaving 56 after 12.
41. James, you require 56. Game shot on the third leg. James Richardson.
James Richardson with no problem at all, and that's our third consecutive 14 darter. That match between Barstow and Girvin produced 3 consecutive 12s.
Fourth leg, it's Thibault to throw first.
3 legs
Game on.
of their match. Well, this one's 3 consecutive 14s.
101. 80. 60. 140. 60. 100. 46. 50. 140. James, you require 131.
Takes him down to 94, but there's still a break opportunity here for Richardson. 114 remaining. Control 18 leaves tops.
91.
And that piles the pressure
you
on this
require
94.
94.
It's just for a hold.
$62. James, you require
32,
40.
just in case.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Just about to say,
James Richardson.
Richardson doesn't look like missing a double at the moment. And he does get that breaker throw. Leads 3-1, has the darts in the next.
Fifth leg, it's James to throw first.
Still
Game
holding a very, very impressive average.
121.
As you can see, right there, 106.22. Yet to get a max in the match.
81.
He's had 8 scores of between a ton and 139 and 5 140s.
45. 80. 57. 43.
'Took a horrible deflection.
140.
Recovers beautifully. Down to the Della.
95. James, you require
6 darts to get rid of it.
138. 58. 145. James, you require 80. 40. Thibault, you require
One match
57.
dart for James. Again, Tricole will hold it all together and hit tops. Tens, one left.
Game
Ooh,
shot on the
top
fifth
corner.
leg. Thibault Tricole.
Zinedine Zidane would have been happy with that one. And he closes the gap to 1, and he has the darts in the 6th. That's the break back.
Sixth leg, it's Thibault to throw first. Game on. $97. $100. $60. $81. $81. $55. $99. $123. Thibault, you require 164. $100.
So,
James, you
Gillet
require
Richardson.
142.
Take out the 142. Well, there's your answer.
110.
That's great pressure on
Thibault,
this
you require
64.
64.
He left it late in the last leg with a match-saving double 10.
Game shot on the sixth
And that's
leg.
a
Thibault
match-saving
Tricole.
double top. Great darts under pressure from the Frenchman. Back to back, 18 dart legs.
Seventh and final leg. It's James to throw first. Game on.
James has the honour.
134.
Super recovery, wasn't it?
$137. $60. $177. $140.
This has developed into quite the tussle.
83. James, you require 167.
90 remaining.
127. Thibault, you require 104.
And he hit a great shot to leave 32 and
Game
didn't
shot
get a go.
and the match.
Well,
Thibault Tricole.
that will be another one that James Richardson will scratch his head and wonder how on earth he's not picked up his first 2 points of the night. He last darted him 3 times on the spin and 4 out of 5 on the doubles, missing just 1 in the whole match. 92.77. James Richardson 99.77 in defeat. 7 140s to 5. 3 out of 5 on the doubles. But it is Tricole that picks up his first win. Right, when we come back, it is Nathan Girvin against Mike Gillett. morning and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League. It is past the ungodly hour of midnight. And up next it is Nathan Girvin against Mike Gillet. Nathan playing his final game of the night. Mike still has 2 to play. The other players with 1 more each to play. It will be Nathan Girvin against Mike Gillet, then Thibault Tricole against Chaz, and then Gillet against Richardson. A little mention of Richardson. He has won just 6 legs tonight in the 3 matches played. He has a running average of 99.94. Nathan's average for the night, over the course of 3 matches, just over 101. Win here for Nathan, put him on to 8 points, and he will
First leg is Nathan
pretty much
first. Game on.
Put himself, or certainly 1 foot into Saturday night's final. He needs to stay switched on against Mike Gillett. Not want to get involved.
180.
Yet another max. His 10th of the night.
95. 91.
Casually picking off the treble 17. Went that way because a straight 60 leaves 170, of course.
83.
Not easy, too many of those tonight. May have one here.
60.
Well, he needs a 180.
180. Nathan, you require 170.
Just comes sneaking up on you.
100. Mike, you require 143.
60, 51, 32 for Mike Gillett.
97. Nathan, you require 70. Game shot on the first leg. Nathan Girvan.
The highest quality at times tonight, and another example of that. Super clutch finishing.
Second leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
15 dart hold. 2 meetings between the two a long, long time ago.
100.
And about 16 months ago. 1 apiece. They played
180.
in Group B as Nathan finds his 2nd of the match. It was 1 win to Nathan, 4-2.
81.
Revenge the following night for Gillett, winning also by 4-2, but Nathan missing 13 darts of the double in that match.
123.
Seen this before from Mike Gillett, and I've brought it up many times before. When he just picks up the tempo and just stops trying to be a little bit too accurate, and there's a bit more rhythm and a bit more fluidity. For me, he's a better player.
54. 100. Mike, you require 143. 57. So Nathan, you require 86.
Take out the 86 as clinically as the 70.
Game shot on the second leg. Nathan Girvan.
He really is in a rich vein of form this evening. He did play lovely Tuesday and Wednesday. He's playing
third leg, it's Nathan
another level this evening.
Game on.
said he had a running average going into this match of over 101. And he's averaging just north of 103 after 2 legs played.
60. 57.
Winning breeds winning. He has been winning a lot in 2022 and is, well, for me, of the younger
57.
group of players, outside maybe of Josh Rock, he's certainly one of the most improved players, alongside possibly Luke Littler.
137.
And Bo Greaves, of course. Recently crowned ladies world champion, only 18 years of age.
128.
That young lady has in the sport.
One
Another
hundred and
example, just that
80.
little bit more tempo. And he feels it. Nathan replies with a 140.
Mikey require 127.
Keeping the pressure firmly on. Treble 19 leaves the ball. Nope. 88 remaining. Plenty of options. Treble 16 maybe.
87. Nathan, you require 116.
That's the only real danger
56.
of going that route.
Mikey require 40. Game shot on the third leg. Mike Gillet.
Very solid leg from Mike Gillett. A 13 dart breaker throw. And that's got himself in the match. 2-1.
Fourth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $64. 96. 137. 180.
180, number 5 in the match. 3-2 to Nathan.
81. 140.
Well, this is the way to respond after the disappointment of being
59.
broken in leg 3.
You require 85.
There's the chance of an 11 darter. And he's going to go for the ball.
60. Mike, you require 160.
Sign of respect for Mike Gillett. Few players have maybe tried a few mind games and laid up to leave a double.
45. Nathan, you require 25. Game shot on the fourth leg.
Again,
Nathan Girvan.
so proficient on those small and difficult, minuscule adjustments. A 15 darter, a breakback, 3-1 lead, has the throw in the next.
Fifth leg, it's Nathan to throw first. Game on.
The winning legs in this one for Nathan, 15, 14 and 15.
96.
3 won by Mike Gillett in 13. Real high quality affair, this one.
82. 60.
Chaz Barstow will be looking to bounce back in our next match. He faces Thibault Tricole, who picked up his first win against
59.
the luckless James Richardson in our last match.
58. $180. 100.
6 in the match now. Maxes, 3 apiece.
41.
Oh dear. It's never a good time for one of those, but could prove costly.
54. Mike, you require
Maybe not.
139.
25 was the shot with that last start. He now needs 2 trebles in the combination to get rid of the 133. And he's just checked himself on that one and realised this is his
59.
mistake.
Nathan, you require 133. 93. Mike, you require 80.
All down to Mike Gillett now to keep this one alive. Or can Nathan make it 4 out of 4?
Game shot on the 5th leg. Mike Gillet.
He will not go away, and that was an 18 dart breaker throw. Extends the match into a 6th leg.
6th leg. It's Mike to throw first. Game on. $40. 58. 96. 140. 140. 171.
13 is the record 180s on a Group B night.
134. Nathan, you require 132.
Held by Burnett, Robert Owen, and Nathan himself in phase 3. He's
93.
equaled that tonight. He's
Mike, you require 91.
180s. This match is extended to a 7th and deciding leg. He may find himself with the record of 14. 85 left. Right, he will come back at 39 to eventually
36.
put this one away.
Nathan, you require 39. 7.
See this so often with players against Mike Gillet. I don't know
Mike, you
what it is
require
about him, but
55.
long way off tops. He's so good at last starting.
35.
Not this time now.
Nathan, you require 32. Game shot and the match. Nathan Girvan.
It pulls his running average down a tad, but more importantly for Nathan, he does make it 4 out of 4, an average of, well, still very good, isn't it? 92.74, 3 180s, 13 for the night, 3 from Mike Gillett, and an average of 90.3. Right, up next, can Charles Barstow close the gap on Nathan Girvin? He's up against Thibault Tricole. Welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV, all exclusively live. Up next, Thibault Tricole against Chaz Barstow. I've looked far and wide for a bit of previous between these two. I can't find any confirmation of Nathan Girvin making it 4 out of 4, and what a night he has had. The chance for Barstow to close the gap to 2 points, or a chance for Tricole to join Barstow on 4 points. They go even money. Thibault Tricole, Barstow 8 to 11.
First leg, it's Thibault to throw first. Game on.
This is the match, the final match of my Aces Aka full-timer. And I picked out Barstow at 8 to 11.
137.
The only one I had wrong this evening was that ridiculous match that James Richardson lost
80.
4-3 against Thibault Tricole in the most bizarre circumstances.
100. 80.
Thibault Tricole last legging him.
140.
In 3 of the last 3 legs.
45. Thibault, you require 124.
A wonderful start to the match here. 137 ton 140.
78. 80. Thibault, you require 46.
Well, I had the opening 2 games right, so I'd gone 10 out of 10 before Richardson
No score.
got beat by Tricole. So we're still 10 wins from 11. A win
60.
here from Chaz.
Thibault, you require 46.
Make it 11 out of 12. We'll take that.
30. Chaz, you require 156.
'Remember, my picks are solely based on
140.
the stats.
Thibault, you require 16.
I have no dog in the race. Just try and
Game
give
shot
you
on the
the
first leg. Thibault Tricole.
information I'm privileged to, as Tricole holds in 20 darts. A disappointing start to the match there from Barstow. Only 1-0, and it's
Second
only a
leg,
hold.
it's Chaz to throw first. Game on. $96. 95. 57. 140.
Chaz not finding that first start at all at the moment.
58.
As he run out of steam. He's averaging just 77.
137.
Going into this match, he's had averages of 96, 88 and a half.
100.
And
Thibault, you
100.82.
require 129.
A long way off that right now. He wants 50, but I can't see him
97.
going for it. He tees up the 32.
58.
So far
Thibault,
this
you require
match,
32.
James Barstow has hit 1 ton and 140.
24. Chaz, you require 132.
He's yet to get a dart at a double. And he's not going to get one here.
92. Thibault, you require 8. Six.
Well, he is, because
Chaz, you require 40.
Tricole has missed darts at doubles. Not for the first time.
30. Thibault, you require 2.
You can't afford to gift back those opportunities.
No score.
And he gets another go. Remarkable.
Chaz, you require
Very,
10.
very fortunate if he can get out of this with a hole to throw.
Game
and a
shot on
level
the
game.
second leg.
And that's exactly
Chaz Barstow.
what Chaz Barstow has done. I lost count at the amount of missed darts at doubles in that one for Thibault Tricole. It's 1-1.
Third leg, it's Thibault to throw first. Game on. $140.
Both getting dragged into a bit of a smelly
84. 40. 140. 58.
140 and number 2 for Barstow. Has he got a kick in him?
100.
Can he finish off the night with a win? He can stay there now.
140.
Our final match will be Mike Gillet against James Richardson.
137. Thibault, you require 123.
What on earth is he doing? Going for a treble 20 on 1, 2, 3.
$99.
Well, I am lost for
Chaz, you
words.
require 40.
Answers on a postcard.
$20.
That's a disaster for Barstow.
Thibault, you require 24. Game shot on the third leg. Thibault Tricole.
Thibault Tricole wins the leg and a hold of throw in bizarre fashion. 2-1.
Fourth leg, it's Chaz to throw first.
Problem going
Game
for the
on.
treble 20 on 1, 2, 3. If you hit a 20, you leave yourself 103. You can't do that in 2. First start should have been at the 19s. The treble 19 leaves 66, 16 ball. The single 19 leaves 104, treble 18 and ball.
$100.
Maybe it was just one of those brain fart moments.
180.
First one of the match.
41. 140.
Very nearly.
140. Chaz, you require 56.
The third treble found.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Chaz
Found the
Barstow.
treble 20. It's an 11 in the end from absolutely nowhere. Prior to that, it's been ordinary. Would be a compliment.
Fifth leg, it's Thibault to throw first. Game on.
That is what Chaz Barstow has in the locker. A beautiful
43.
11 darter made to look very, very easy indeed.
93. 100. 140. 137.
Barstow will feel a little frustrated that
93.
and again, and not for the first time tonight, he's got himself involved a little.
123.
He really has started to find some form.
59. Charge you require 148. 40 scored, yeah.
I think it's 40 scored.
94.
Great last start to leave 54. No finish for Tricole. Perfect time to break throw as well for Barstow.
126. Charge you require 54. Game shot on the fifth leg. Chaz Barstow.
Oh, he's 3 from 10 on the doubles, 30%. He left that very late, didn't he? That wasn't even a guide in a blink.
6 legs. Chaz
from
to throw
Barstow.
first. Game on.
And backs up the 11 darter in leg 4. With a
123.
15 dart break of throw in leg 5.
58. 97. 64.
Be thinking to himself, just get over the line, and get the bed, and we go
91.
again tomorrow. He was the 13-8 favourite to win this
180.
Group B as Thibault Tricole finds his first max of the match.
85.
That's left things interesting.
99.
For
Charge you
Tricole.
require 105.
99 to leave the straight ton. That leaves 80. Tops. There's one of them.
Game
There's
shot
the other.
and the match. Chaz
And
Barstow.
what a way to win it for Barstow. Averaged around about 105, 106 in the final 3 legs of that match, winning in 11, 15 and 15. And ends with an average of 92.81. It was a desperate start to the match from both, of course. Both players hitting a 180, 4 at 11 on the doubles, and a wonderful 105.25 tops. Right, when we come back, it'll be the final match of this session, and it will be Mike Gillett against James Richardson. Welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for our final match of this session. This is Group B and day one, or night one of Group B. And our final match is Mike Gillet against James Richardson. Confirmation of Barstow, picking up his third win of the night. And he does move on to 6 points, 2 behind Girvin. So all to play for tomorrow. Remember, the top 3 in this group join Gian Van Veen in Saturday night's final, the winner of Group A, and the top 2 from Group C, which will conclude tomorrow
First leg,
afternoon.
it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Euro Tour returns from Germany. That kicks off at 12 o'clock midday tomorrow, or today should I say. I will keep you up to speed with the results as they happen while we're on air. And I will do the same tomorrow
96.
evening. Keep you up to speed with all the action. I'll also keep you up to speed from the results as they happen from the World Seniors match play.
85.
First meeting between these two, incredibly. Nathan Girvin winning 4 out of 4 tonight on 8 points plus 10, averaged 98.65 for the night. James Richardson is averaging 99.
180.
And is yet to have a win to his name.
83. 60.
Really is a must-win game for Richardson. He could find himself 4 points off the
56.
third and final place to qualify for the final. But we have seen a turnaround before like this.
85.
Many times.
96.
Confirmation
James require
Nathan did
91.
equal the 180 record for a Group B for the second time. On 2 occasions now he's hit 13.
51. Mikey requires 70.
Tops.
Game shot on the first leg. Mike Gillet.
And despite the max, Mike Gillet holds throw in 18. One, oh, I didn't get a dart, did he? Had a double, he set it up, but never got a go. James Richardson,
Second leg
again
James
here.
throw first. Game on.
He's nicknamed
140.
Ruthless. He's been luckless tonight. My goodness. I would be having a little tantrum up there
81.
if I was James Richardson.
100. 140. 41. 81.
Don't forget, we're back on air in around about 8.5 hours' time with Scott Walters against Reese Hayden.
140.
Again, live on Sporty Stuff TV. Or if you're
59.
watching outside
James,
of
you require 80.
the UK, you can still watch the action on the Online Darts YouTube channel.
Game shot on the second leg. James Richardson
makes the adjustment, just managed to get a shot there of it in the double, but our referee Josh Clough confirming the dart in tops. 1-1.
Third leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Not for the first time tonight. James Richardson with a better average than
135.
his opponent.
$85.
If Richardson does go away tonight without a win, he puts his head on
80.
the pillow tonight, he will give it a shake, I'm sure.
140.
Certainly can't recall anybody playing better and going away pointless.
121.
When it's not your night, it's not your night.
135.
Really should have started on the 19s on 165. 7 of them
65.
132.
Games
and you
require
get the opportunity to
141.
have 3 darts at the same target. 81 left. Oh, the 57 would have left 24.
89. Mike, you
Still
require
work to
100.
do here for Mike Gillett. Treble 20 in tops. There's the treble 20. Perfect.
$80.
Wow.
James, you require 52.
Double 16. Double 8.
36. Mike, you require 20.
Well, he wouldn't be human, James Richardson, if he wasn't a tad frustrated, and
Game shot on the third leg.
you could
Mike
almost
Gillet.
sense the urgency from Richardson to hit that double 16 and double 8, but it is Gillett who steps in, finds the double, and takes a 2-1 lead.
Fourth leg, it's James to throw first. Game on. $125. $100. $180.
Second 180 in the match for James.
45.
Leads that column. 2-0. Leads the 140 column. 3-1.
40. $41. James, you require 156. $140. $100. James, you require 16. Game
Gets
shot on the
there
fourth
in
leg.
the end with his
James
final
Richardson.
dart. And it is a 15 dart hold. Both the winning legs for Richardson in this one have been won in 15 darts. 2-2.
Fifth
Gillet
leg,
with
it's
the
Mike
darts,
to throw
leg 5.
first. Game on.
Hence the difference in the averages. The winning legs for Mike Gillett, 18 and 17.
100. $140. 140. 57.
It's a better shot, that 51, putting a 4 on the end. He doesn't have to move away from the treble 20, of course, now. 140 leaves 164. Had he gone for the 19 and hit a single, he'd have left 302, which, as you can imagine, makes things complicated. A 140 leaves 162, no finish.
Mike, you require 121.
Method in what may appear as a bit of madness. Well, because Richardson's on 204, he opted for the 25.
89.
I prefer the 45 or maybe the treble 7 there myself.
140.
A little bit of pressure now to hold.
32.
32.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
32.
Mike
Best leg
Gillett.
of the match. Mike Gillett with a 13 dart hold to throw. Now Richardson really is up against it. 2 to play. He has to win them both.
Sixth leg. It's James to throw first. Game on. $125.
And very much like the run of play tonight, Richardson averaging 100. 11 points
80.
more than Mike Gillett. And he finds himself on the verge of defeat for the fourth time tonight.
140.
Can he pull it out of the fire?
$180.
First max for Mike Gillett.
140.
That was our
140. James, you require 96.
31st.
Game shot on the sixth leg. James Richardson.
Richardson goes out in 11 darts to hold throw and take us to a decider.
Seventh and final leg. It's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Charles Barstow running average to them tonight. The player in second position. An average of 93.57 for the night. Incredibly, we've only had
140.
3 ton plus finishes. Bizarre.
100.
Back-to-back tons for Gillett. 140 followed by 180. James Richardson. He is third in the 33rd of tonight's session.
100.
39 in Group C today, but
58.
of course they play 5 more matches as it's a group of 6 players. We've had 70.
177. James, you require 123.
177, that is. He just will not go away. Treble 18. Oh, he needed it to get a dart at the ball. I fear the worst here for James. He's already lost tonight.
55.
With a
Mike, you require
104.67.
24.
He's averaging 104.81 here to end the night with an average in excess of a ton and not pick up a single point. Double 6. Will he get last started? Not for the first time
12.
tonight. No, he gets another opportunity.
James, you require
to get
68.
The win. Almost feel he deserves this opportunity with how well he's played tonight. Can he get it done?
Game shot
Well,
and the match.
Answer.
James Richardson.
Winning legs for Richardson, 15, 15, 11 and 15. And despite the quality, Mike Gillett manufactured 3 match darts there on the back of that beautiful 177 from 201. End averages 103.68 for Richardson. That takes his running average for the night in excess of a ton. 94.97 for Gillett. 4 180s in the match, 14 140s, and 50% on the doubles for Richardson. I'm sure you agree. An absolutely wonderful session of darts. And we're going to be back in around about 8.5 hours for the conclusion of Group C. Confirmation there of the win for Richardson. 3 players all vying for that final 3rd position tomorrow. You'd think that Girvin and Barstow will run away with it tomorrow night. But we're going to be back 8.5 hours time. Enjoy whatever you're doing in those 8.5 hours, and we'll see you then.